George Conway, welcome.
Thank you for having me. I know
So
you
I,
always have me when some guest cancels on you. I know that.
yes, that's why I'm having you today was my
Yes.
other guest who was running for New York 12 canceled. So I thought I'd get you. You're a fill-in. So tell me what you're up to.
Well, I went to get some coffee this morning.
How was it?
It was great, and I had
Okay.
well, I'm up to something.
Cafe latte.
Yes.
I want you to talk about why you think
Why
that you would be the person to impeach President Trump.
well, I'm highly motivated. Uh, as you know, we are at a crossroads. We really are threatened here. We're threatened by a potential loss of democracy, a loss of the rule of law. We see it every day, constitutional government, and it's got to stop. And we need people who are going to be in Congress who are not going to hold back, who are basically going to call it out as they see it. And we need lawyers in particular. There's the two things that we need to do with this guy. First of all, is to hold him accountable, hold his people accountable, which involves investigating and impeaching. And the other thing is we have to do things to make sure, we have to pass laws to make sure it never, ever happens again. There's so many laws that you can think of just off the top, protecting the Justice Department from political interference. The 25th Amendment is one of my favorites. There was a bill that Nancy Pelosi introduced in 2020. I think Jamie Raskin had previously introduced it, that, under the 25th Amendment, Section 4, Congress can designate a body other than the lickspittle cabinet to figure out whether the president is mentally competent or physically competent. That's got to be done because we can't have what we have now again. All sorts of things. The War Powers Act, obviously, we just learned this week, really. We need to figure out a way to strengthen that and make it more effective.
Yeah.
There are just so many, many things. And the thing about all of this is yeah, it's Trump, Trump, Trump. And some people are going to say, well, what about everything else? And I don't get these Democrats. I love so many Democrats get this, but there are a few who, and they mean well, but they say, well, we want to talk about Trump, but we don't want to talk about Trump too much. We got to talk about the kitchen table issues as if they were separate. And they're not separate. They're completely intertwined because we have a president who doesn't give a shit about anybody other than himself. He's running the government like a mob operation. He's running the government for his own benefit. He's running the government. We have government of the boss, by the boss, and for the boss, and all of his friends. And that's the reason why, he's focused on shit like the arm arrest at the Kennedy Center, renaming the Kennedy Center, his nice jet from Qatar, his his ballroom where he'll throw his unconstitutional illegal third inaugural. And, he doesn't care about anything that's happening to real people. He doesn't care about using the government to help people. He doesn't care about.
Yes. Okay. So I want you to explain to us why you're the person. So like Jamie Raskin's a great example because he is a lawyer who has proven to be a really good member of the House.
Right.
And one of the reasons.
Wingman.
Right. And I want you to talk about your experience at Wachtell and why that is relevant to what you want to do if you get elected.
All the things that you need to know how to do, you learn how to do as a lawyer. Litigation, you learn how to cross-examine witnesses. And I'm a great cross-examiner. This is going to be great for hearings. I know how to investigate. I know how to litigate. I know how to push all these buttons. And then, of course, the drafting and the knowledge of constitutional law, all of that. This is all lawyering. We need good lawyers in Congress right now, more than ever. And, Jamie Raskin needs all the help he can get on that committee. And I want to be there and I want to help. And I think I'm the best person suited for that.
Part of Trump is this psychological game, right? And we saw this really clearly with Zoran. He is easily played.
He is easily played.
So talk us through how that relates to your congressional run.
I think the thing is he's easily to distract and to engage. I think one of the things I do well with him is to point out his psychological disorders and then make him manifest them. Right. And this is the thing about this is central to who he is and central to why he can't govern and central to why he is a danger to the world. He's a narcissist. He's a malignant narcissist. I've been talking about that. I wrote an 11,000 word piece 7 years ago about that in the Atlantic. Again, he cares only about himself. He only cares about his ego. Everything he's doing is to gratify his ego, to make him feel strong, to make him, to seek retribution against others. He can be easily distracted into showing how bad he is. And I think we need to draw him out on that. And I think that's what, could have happened more in the 2024 campaign. I think it's going to happen here as well.
Donald Trump has kidnapped a president of Venezuela and his wife. He has brought them to New York to face drug trafficking charges because Donald Trump is very worried about drugs, except sometimes when he's pardoning people who, what the fuck is going on here? What do you think is going on here?
Well, look, all of the stated reasons have nothing to do with anything, right? He's talking about the drug running, the indictment in the Southern District of New York for money laundering and drug running. Like, he pardoned the Honduran
Right.
president, let him go. So it's not really about that. It's about ego and it's about oil. It's about conquest. It's about power. It's about all of that. And that's why they're talking now about Greenland. Okay, where's the dictator in Greenland? This is all just a giant power play. He actually should like Maduro. Maduro is a strongman.
Right.
Maduro is a criminal. Maduro is just like him.
And
Okay.
Maduro has a great relationship with his buddy Putin.
But that's buddy Putin. They're all the same. And, it's not about any way helping the United States in any way, shape, or form. I mean, they've been lying about Venezuela for a long time, talking about fentanyl. There's no fentanyl that comes from there. The whole thing is illegal. The boat strikes against people. They may have been drug running, but they weren't drug running in the United States. They weren't drug running fentanyl. They had, those weren't even war crimes because they were just straight out crimes. And now, if Maduro's going to be guilty, he's a bad guy like Trump, but that's got nothing to do with why he's here. It's got nothing to do with why he's here. And the danger of the dangerous precedent that's being set by having the United States just go in to take somebody out when it's not in our national interest, when we have no basis in international law, that's going to come back to bite us, because the next time somebody we like somewhere, that happens to them, who are we going to be to object?
Well,
If the
and it also, I
Russians-
mean, there's a nightmare scenario where Putin is like, okay, Ukraine, where she is like, okay, Taiwan.
We have to be clean as a whistle. We have to stand up for what is right, because the worm can turn on us too. And the thing about it too is like, what are we doing? We are never good at regime change, right? We are never good at it. Like, you can't create a new government that doesn't have support within its borders. And we're not going to be able to do that. In fact, we basically take this guy out and all his cronies are in charge now. So what was the point of this?
You know Trump. You know Kellyanne. You know almost all these people who work in this White House. So what do you think the real point was?
I think the real point was a show of strength, and I do think there's something about the oil. He's obsessed with that oil. He's talked about that oil. He said
But
we
you
should have
think any
never.
of
We should
it?
have taken the oil from Iraq. So
Do
I
you
think
think any of it was to distract from Epstein? Like, people are saying
yeah,
that.
sure. Oh, sure. Anything he's doing, he's become more and more manic because of the Epstein thing. Sure, absolutely, that's part of it. He's been panicking about the Epstein thing. So
But
the more
why?
manic he becomes, it's like I think that's part of the Epstein fallout.
But
But
why?
why? What do you mean why?
Why is he panicked about Epstein?
What's in the files? We still haven't seen what's in the files. We have seen lots of redactions. He knows what's in there. He knows he's got something to hide. When he's talking about that Marjorie Taylor Greene, did you see that? Where
Right. There are people
telling her, "This is going to hurt my friends." Like,
friends.
Donald Trump doesn't have friends, right? Donald Trump
Right.
care about friends. He's not trying to help anyone. There's only one person Donald Trump cares about helping, and who's that? Donald Trump. So you can infer from that that he is concerned about something in the files, and he's concerned that has something to do with him. What that is, I
Nobody
don't know. I
knows.
think we've seen enough. I think the birthday card, we've seen enough.
Right.
He lie about the birthday card. It's the signature matches the signature of everything he's ever said. No, the the United Kingdom had an ambassador, a very prominent labor politician,
Right.
Lord Mandelson, who had a completely nondescript birthday card in that book. Didn't have a picture of a naked woman. The guy was gay, in fact. Had a husband. I
Right.
met the husband at dinner with him. Okay. And
He's
they put
out.
it back,
Yeah.
right? It's like the guy didn't do anything compared to what Trump did.
Right. No,
It's
I
just
know.
crazy.
So let's talk through a little bit about what, you know, right now the House of Representatives has, there was just a member, a Republican who died in office, 65 years old, not that old, died in office. So now the makeup is they basically Republicans have a 1 seat majority. And you have Thomas Massey, who is already like, if you
He
were in
is
the House,
wandering off the reservation every
if
day.
if you were in the House and Marjorie Taylor Greene resigns today, or yesterday, if you were in the House right now, would you be making an effort to try to flip more Republican votes? I mean, did you why do you think that's not happening
I would hope that it's happening. We don't know that it's not happening because this is not the kind of thing that's gonna be happening out on
in
Constitution
public?
Avenue where everybody can see it. I mean, I don't know what the back rooms are like there. I don't know who talks to whom, but these people are starting to get it. They're starting to see the end of the Trump rope. The wheels, pick the metaphor you like. The wheels are falling off the bus, and you see more and more Republicans not running. They're scared. They know the game is up. That being said, we can't take any of this for granted. We have to keep pushing until he's gone because worst thing you can do is kind of let up. And that's kind of what happened after the 2020 election. Everybody thought he was going to go away. Merrick Garland thought he was going to go away.
Yeah, Merrick Garland, what a
Yeah.
disappointment.
Yeah.
Will you make a case for why you are needed, why there needs to be a focus on one of the things that happened in 2020 was Democrats decided they needed to protect norms and institutions,
Yeah.
and Republicans decided they needed to win,
Right.
and Republicans won, and here we are.
Right. Well, the answer is the way you win is by showing these people are bad and then showing that they're self-interested and showing that they're evil. All right.
Mhm.
And that's how you win. That you cannot extract their malfeasance and their depravity from the reasons why normal people should be elected. Because that's what it's all about. That's what's causing all the pain. That's what's causing the high prices. That right? High prices because of tariffs and
Right.
whatnot, and people losing ACA subsidies. Right?
Right.
This is all because these people are depraved and evil, and they don't give a fuck about anybody other than themselves. And so you have to talk about that all at once, and you have to be blunt about what's happening. You can't be afraid to say, this guy is psycho. You can't be afraid to say that he's a malignant narcissist, a sociopath, and an evil person. He's somebody that, any normal person he has all the characteristics you absolutely would tell your children not to emulate. Has no, can't tell the truth, has no empathy, has, does nothing but seek revenge, is completely self-involved. He and his takes for what belongs to others. You can't separate all that from why it is that things aren't going the way people want to go. It's all of a piece, and you can't hold back, and you can't hope that they just go away. You can't hope that oh, the wheels are falling off the bus. People are getting off. He's showing
Right.
weakness. Because if you do that and you act complacently, you know, he's going to be back.
Merrick Garland. I
Merrick
think
Garland.
Merrick Garland, right? I mean, all you need to say is
Merrick
Merrick
Garland.
Garland.
Yes,
Merrick
Merrick
Garland.
Garland. I mean,
Um,
Merrick
this
Garland.
is not this is not what I think you're trying to say is this is not a moment for this is not a moment for norms and institution protection. This is a moment for fixing
Well, that's right. No,
in a legal
the way you
presidency.
restore norms is you fight. Okay, you fight,
Mhm.
and you can't do the things that you normally do, conduct politics as usual, because that we're fighting for our lives here. We're fighting for
Yeah.
our democratic lives here. We're fighting for the
Mm.
rule of law. We're fighting for constitutional democracy, and these aren't normal times. And you can't, you know, we need people who are going to come in who don't necessarily want to be career politicians.
Mhm.
Career politicians, it's like, oh, we don't want to rock the boat. We don't want to do this. We want to stick to our knitting, go forward and do that. And you get elected to the same seat for decades.
Right. You
We
want
can't
people who
have
are
that.
really gonna
We
take
want people who are
risks.
basically, they're not afraid.
Yeah.
They're not afraid to sort of make waves and take risks. And, look at me, right? I'm 62 years old. I
You look
never,
good.
yeah, well, thank you. That's a lot. I never thought seriously about going into politics and running for public office until late in the morning of November 10th of this year. And when the idea was suggested to me by somebody, and I can't I wouldn't be able to make a career out of it.
Right.
Right? I'm
And I
62.
think and I
Do
think
that.
one of the
And
problems we've seen is that there have been too many people who go into politics because they can't get a better job.
well, yeah, I mean, I'm retired. I should be skiing. But I don't disagree with that. But I also don't mean to I don't want to
Right.
disparage.
Right.
There are a lot of
There are
great
some
public
great people,
servants.
yeah.
There are some great public servants, who have spent their lives in politics,
But
and
there are
God
a
bless.
lot of people you've never
There are
fucking
a
heard
lot of
of.
people who, there's a lot of people who, if they got out of some state legislature somewhere, they'd have trouble getting a job. And that's
Yeah.
absolutely true. We need people who've done things elsewhere, who have skills that can be applied to this circumstance, this moment. And that's my pitch.
Yes, correct. George Conway, will you come back?
I will always come back.